Yo, One Star, I'm tired of your intro, man. You need to make a new intro. I got you, man. Let's go.
One star. Yeah. It's a broke boy thing. Yeah. Wow. It's a broke boy thing. Broke boy. I'm the broke boy king. Broke boy. Watch this broke boy win. We winning. Yeah. Facts. Started from the bottom, beginning of the story. No FIFA points, boy. This a road to glory. We don't park the bus, boy. You looking kinda corny. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's looking kinda gory. Yeah.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, One Star Weakfoot, and we are back for yet another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. This is episode number 35, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet today, because it's kind of late, all right? I meant to drop this episode earlier today, but I got caught up doing some holiday things. Speaking of the holiday, happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, happy Indigenous Peoples Day, happy whatever day it is to you at home. I hope you guys are having a great holiday today or tomorrow, whenever you watch this video. We're gonna start this episode off by opening this pack. This is called the Tension Mounts SBC, and we got the Prime Gold Players pack coming hot and ready for us to open. So let's get it, man. Let's go. It's like 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning right here, so I am kind of tired, so forgive my lack of speech or whatever you want to call it. Let's get into this pack. I do have a theory that if you open packs on the game when other people aren't opening packs, just like around right now, it's like 2 in the morning. Not that many people are going to be awake opening packs because it's like 8 in the morning in England. Most people on the game are not opening packs right now. This is the most dead point of the market. So I have this theory, if you open packs during this time of the game, that the pack weight is higher. Let's see if it's true. Give us a walkout, EA. Let's go. I believe. What are we saying? I don't think it's a walkout. We're gonna get Portugal, CDM, not too bad. We're getting William Carvalho. I thought he was 84. I guess that was that last year. Now he's 83 rated. I will take that. We do need the coins. As you guys see, we are using Areola as our goalkeeper, so we do need the coins. We're also gonna get Ndombele. Is he still selling for something? Doesn't look like he is. How much is Bolazi selling for? Not too much. Everything else looks like it is going to be discard value, but we will take the 83, we will take the 81, and we will take these free coins. Thank you very much, EA. Without further ado, we're going to jump into the squad. And like I said, it's going to be a quick episode. The main thing we're going to talk about, as the thumbnail suggests, is going to be this 85 Makelele card. And looking at his card, he doesn't look that good, okay? Especially if you're going to be using him as a right mid. Or a traditional winger, not that good. But if you want to use him as a wide mid in the 3-5-2, if you want to switch him in game to a fullback, if you want to use him as a center mid in the 3-man midfield, then he becomes more appealing. All right, so he's 5'9". He has medium work rates. He has a 3-star combination. I've played 16 games with him, believe it or not, and I have 2 goals and 3 assists. And before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, please hit your boy with a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for spending just a couple minutes of your day with me. So let's look at this card a little bit closer. So he has 86 pace, which makes him stand out from his other versions. His other versions are CDM cards that have around 75 to 78 pace. So 86 pace is obviously amazing. His shooting stats are pretty bad for a winger. Let's not get it twisted. He has very good attack positioning, but everything else looks kind of scary. His passing stats are decent. I mean, 84 vision, 82 crossing, 86 short passing look amazing. 56 curve does look kind of suspect though. We're going to see if that affects him in game. His dribbling stats actually look very nice. When you look at the other Makelele cards, his dribbling stats are not all that, but this card right here, 88 agility, 86 balance. I mean, the only thing that does look kind of suspect here is the 79 dribbling. Once again, we're going to see if that affects him in game. His defending stats are pretty low compared to his other versions. His other versions are very much like a Conte, like an Allen type player. This card right here with the 70 defending does not look that great defensively, but he does have serviceable stats. And his physical stats are very good as like his other versions. He has 87 stamina, 84 jumping, 79 strength. And let me show you the formation we're rocking with. As you guys know, we have been practicing the 3-5-2 formation. And here it is. He's going to be playing as a left mid in the 3-5-2, and I think he might be very suited to this role. He has very well-rounded stats. He looks like the kind of player that can track up and down the pitch, that could provide both offense and defense. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what this card's bringing to your team. Let's get it. Alright, so as you guys saw, I bought this Makelele card for 228,000 coins. Is he worth that money? I would have to say no, unless you need an icon or you need somebody in his position to give you 100 chem, which is exactly what happened with my team. I would not spend 228,000 coins for this card. Let me break down the stats though, so you know exactly what to expect. So, 86 pace, how is it in game? I think his pace is actually very, very good. He's definitely quick enough to be played as a wide mid. However, he's not blistering on or off the ball. He doesn't have that Mbappe level pace. He doesn't even have that Politano level pace. I would describe his pace as serviceable as a mid, serviceable as a fullback. But if you play him in the midfield, like center mid, CDM position, he'll probably be very, very fast for you in the middle of the pitch. Overall, I gotta give his pace an 8 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about shooting, okay? Because I actually did get to test his shooting. As you guys saw, I started him off as a right forward on 7 chem, and because of that, he actually got into some shooting positions before I was able to switch formation. And his finishing is pretty bad, all right? He did score a few goals, don't get it twisted, but overall his finishing is pretty bad. His attack positioning is actually very good though. He makes dangerous runs, and it's actually pretty funny because he gets himself into these dangerous positions, but he's very toothless and it's very hard to score with him unless you get a point blank shot. Overall, I gotta give his shooting a 5 out of 10. The only redeeming quality he has on his shooting stats is his attack positioning. Everything else is pretty bad. Next, we're going to talk about his passing, okay? Because if you're going to bring this guy in to be a wide mid in the 3-5-2, if you're bringing him in to play fullback, you're going to want to know how his passing is. And his passing is actually pretty solid, okay? His crossing is solid. I actually was able to whip in a few good crosses, both on his weak foot and on his strong foot. And honestly, his crossing was very decent. His vision and short passing is actually pretty good. He has very reliable passing when it comes to build-up play. His long passing is kind of mediocre. I mean, he has 79 long passing, but the fact that he has 56 curve means that his through balls are not all that. Overall, I gotta give his passing an 8 out of 10. It is reliable, but that's about it. Next, we're gonna talk about his dribbling. And when you look at his dribbling stats, they do look very good. 88 agility trumps pretty much any other card that he has on this game. 86 balance, 85 reactions, 84 ball control. That looks absolutely massive, especially if you're going to play him in the midfield. How did he feel on the ball though? In my opinion, the stats and how he actually felt in game tell two different stories. In game, it felt like he had 77 or 78 dribbling. And I think the reason why he felt like this is because of his body type. He shares the same body type as his other midfielder cards. And the body type does help him in some regards. I mean, he's stocky, he's wide, he's big, which helps him defensively. But when it comes to turning, this guy actually kind of felt clunky, and I was surprised. How do you have 88 agility at 5'9" and still feel clunky? I don't know, but this card did. As far as dribbling, he was a bit sloppy on the ball. He did feel more like a CDM than a wide mid or even a fullback on the ball. So I do gotta give him negative marks for that. However, if you keep it simple with him, if you can get used to the way he does dribble the ball, he'll probably won't let you down. Overall, I gotta give his dribbling a 6.5 out of 10. Next, we're gonna talk about his defending because he is Makelele. So he has a great reputation as far as his defense goes. However, 70 defending on this card does not look too nice. How did it feel in game? And I think in game, he has good enough defending to play a wide mid in the 3-5-2. I do think he has enough defending to play as a fullback, as a center mid. If you want to bring him in at CDM, I would say his defending will let you down, all right? Let's break it down, all right? So when it comes to breaking up play, he's decent, nothing great. 69 interceptions doesn't tell the whole story there. I think he's better than 69 interceptions, but he's noticeably worse than his other cards as far as breaking the play. As far as his stand tackling, it's 74, which is decent. And the fact that he does have that stocky, big body type, I feel like helps him win more tackles than you would expect. And going into the challenges, he was pretty strong. I do think he felt more like he had 80 tackling. However, from time to time, I would notice his tackling was a little loose. He felt felt kind of like Pogba in that regard. You know how like Pogba does have the body type to get in challenges, but sometimes he will be sloppy with the challenge and he will let you down. Overall, I gotta give his defending a 7.5 out of 10. It's better than it looks on paper, but at the same time, it's not quite good enough to play CDM, and it's not anywhere close to his other versions. Finally, we will be talking about his physical, all right? How is his physical in game? And I think physically he's decent. Like I said, he does have a big stocky body type. He has 79 strength. It does serve him well. However, is he strong? I would say no. He is able to shield the ball. However, if you have a bigger midfielder coming onto him, I wouldn't shield the ball for too long. His 87 stamina is definitely long enough for him to last all game. However, it's not elite. And his 84 jumping does mean he could win some headers, but he has 54 heading accuracy, so I wouldn't really describe him as an aerial threat. Overall, I give his physical an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, so what would I say about this card? It's actually kind of complicated because he is a jack of all trades, master of none. And that's fine if you're paying about 50k for a card, right? That he does have many attributes that could play in many different positions like midfield or a wide mid in a 3-5-2 or even fullback. But the fact that he costs 230,000 coins, I think it is a bit wasteful to be spending that much on this card. He doesn't really excel at any particular aspect of the game. His defending is decent, his physical is decent, his dribbling is not as good as you would think, but it's still decent. His passing is decent. But what does he actually excel in? Nothing really. And that's the main problem I have with this card. Because of that, he's not really an elite card in any category. He doesn't make a noticeable impact on the team. I think he's good enough to do a job, and that's about it. And in my team, he does work. But if you're tight on coins, 230,000 coins on this card is wasteful, and I would recommend you to steer clear. Overall, I gotta give this card a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, he's a jack of all trades, master of none. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, I'll see you guys in the next episode where I will be opening the Weekend League rewards. Guys, please pray for me. I do need a big pull because I haven't had one in a while. But until then, I'm gone. Peace.